Bobby Wobbles is doing fine.
Awesome.
Bobby is doing fine. Today we're on a new adventure. This is Dutch of Dutch Boy Adventures.
How you doing, guys?
Check them out on YouTube. I'm going to put a link in the pinned video comment. We talked about 3 years ago or so, you say?
Yeah,
About 3 years? God, it seems like it was just yesterday almost.
I know. Time went so fast. With the COVID, it's like everything just went in warp speed.
Part of it's getting older too, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it is.
Yep.
Anyway, so we're going to explore this field here. It's a beautiful field, a little stream down off the back over there, and we're going to find some cool stuff, if nothing else. A laugh or two, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Less talking, right? I talk too much, don't I? People say I talk too much.
You don't talk enough.
That was a weird accent. It's like, you don't talk enough. what was that accent? It's like a Philly. We're close to Philly, though, aren't we?
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, with Harrisburg.
Yeah.
We're so close to Philly that most of the people that grew up spent a lot of time there.
Okay.
And
I heard that. It's like, wow.
and like out here, we have a lot of like different backwards talk too, like yins, y'all.
Oh,
we do that out here.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You guys are famous for that. All right, let's go ahead and grab our gear and we'll head out there on top of this hill and see what's awaiting us. So I have my first target of the day. I actually already dug it out of the hole. I don't know what it is yet. I'm kind of like beating feet pretty fast. Now where Dutch is right now, he did find King George copper and really toasted, and some silver dimes, you know, kind of modern-ish, like mercury dimes. But I want to try to get on a nice colonial home site. Anyway, I got a target here, and it doesn't sound too bad. I mean, it could be a shotgun shell. Ooh, it's a musket ball. Do you see it? I don't know if I call it a musket ball, but it's definitely a round shot of some kind. I'm going to say that's probably I don't know if it's a pistol shot or a musket ball. Hard to say about that one, but that's a good sign right there, man. Piece of lead. I haven't found any lead for a while. This is awesome. So I made it to the cornfield, and it's quite unfortunate actually because the stalks are really tall, and it's very hard to swing the loop in here. But we're going to check it out. I got a good signal here. I don't know what it is yet. I dug the hole. But we're going to look on this little knoll right here and take a quick loop around down through there to see if there's any really hot spots. And if there is, we'll check it out a little bit today. But we're going to probably have to come back after they mow this. I mean, eventually they'll come in here with a bush hog and just, you know, wipe it clean. But it's not like that today, so it's going to be tough. Little signal in here. I don't know what it is, but it's a squeaky little thing. Not like is that it? Nope, it's a rock on here. Not too big. I see brass. That looks like a brass right there. What do you think? Let's see. Oh, it's a button. No, I don't know what that is. Do you? I'm guessing a fired bullet by the roughness of it. It feels like a piece of like copper jacket off a bullet, but I'm not 100% yet. Yeah, I think that's the base right there of like a fired bullet. Not 100%. Could be actually be older. I have to clean that up a little bit, but I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it right now. I like to get back at it. We'll just hunt this little knoll, make a quick loop around, streams right in the bottom, and we'll probably head out back out to the bean field, what used to be soybeans. It's a lot easier digging out there, and they'll mow this eventually, and we can come back here after that. But let's just go ahead and check it out first, see if there's anything here. I hate to say it, but I'm already getting disappointed in this field because it's so hard to really swing. I mean, you got to kind of go like that and lift the loop up and go into the next row and just keep doing that. I mean, we'll definitely find stuff if it's here, but it's just, you just miss so much area when you're trying to look. So let's just go ahead. We'll just do this really quick just to see. That way we have something to look forward to as soon as they mow it. So I'm down in the area where this creek right here takes a turn around. This little knoll is what I wanted to detect. It's really difficult to detect though because of these stalks. I didn't get too much iron here, but I'm suspecting this slope right here or that slope that faces the winter sun is going to be the best spot. I did find a hot rock, and this is an indication of industry. So this is like burned coke or coal or something like that. So that means it could be a blacksmith shop out here or an old house, but I just haven't found a lot of iron yet, and I'm not seeing any pottery. But I think that's going to change pretty soon because this is just a sweet spot for an old colonial home site. This little field right here. Don't give up yet. See, the stream is right in the bottom. Nice signal right here. Sounds like brass, so it could be either fired like a rifle casing or a nice big old fat large scent. Right there. That's going to be a good one. Let me set you up. All right, dig back just a little bit. I don't think it's going to be too deep. So we're pretty shallow. All right, I think it's in this clump right here. Do you see it? Okay, so I'll put the machine over here. No, it is. Yeah, okay, it's in here, I think. Yeah, in here. Can you see it? Getting closer. It has a sweet little sound, I tell you. Do you see it? I don't know. So it's probably not a rifle casing because the clump is getting too small. Oh yeah, looky there. Move this machine out of the way. It's driving me nuts. Boy, I hope you can see this. The little edge right there looks like a coin. Is it? Or button. God, tiny, whatever it is. Oh no. It is a fired modern bullet with a copper jacket, lead core. That's why it sounded so good. I think I was seeing that edge right there. Could be mistaken, but boy, that sounded good, didn't it? Yeah, it did. All right, let's keep at her. What do you say? So here's the deal. I'm not getting a ton of iron down here, and I haven't found anything good, but I really believe there's going to be a home site in this corn down here, well, this part of the field. I'm seeing some bigger stones that look like they could be foundation stones. I hope you can see me. They look like it could be like foundation stones, but it's just so difficult to dig. Well, to swing the coil and this stuff that it's just driving me nuts. So I'm going to head back on out of here since we have all those beautiful soybean fields that are this tall and really easy to swing and dig in. So got a big piece of iron here. I don't know if that's part of a plow or something else, but it's pretty long. It goes off, I can't even budge it with a shovel. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I can tell it's nothing like a musket barrel or sword or anything like that. So I'm going to leave that in the ground, if you don't mind. We're back out of the cornfield. Dutch is still kind of digging in the corner down there. Just dug this. This is aluminum. And imagine it's probably some type of veterinary thing. I don't know if that's plastic or glass right there, so I didn't need to be a little bit careful. Oh, there it is. Hold on, let me unfold it. Yeah, that didn't really tell us much, did it? Okay, throw her in a bag and keep on moving. Some type of something there you squirt out. So I'm starting to run into some like iron signals and stuff, and so I'm going to go ahead and dig them until I can figure out what they are and how old the debris field might be. Here's one thing I just dug. I have not looked at it yet. Could be a piece of plow or, ooh, what in the world? What in the world? Looks almost like a flat iron, like an iron. You can see that color right there tells me it's been in a very hot fire. I wouldn't say it's part of a stove because it's really thick. I suspect this is going to be semi-industrial. No idea what it goes to. Really thick. Too thick for a stove, like a home stove, I do believe. It's definitely been burned right there though, pretty hard. That's interesting. That coupled with that coke we found down there, might be onto something here. So I'm still out in the soybean field, kind of making a big loop quickly, looking for iron spots, places with lots of nails. Finding some iron, not a lot, but there's a little bit out here, so I'm very hopeful. If you look down through the trees, there's actually a big river right there. I think that's the Susquehanna, but I'm not positive. Anyway, had a nice little squeak here, so I just kind of kicked the dirt, and I see something that might be a button. I'm hoping anyway. All right, so it was here, I kicked it, and I saw something roundish over there. Isn't that weird? I don't even see it now. I know it's there. Oh no, there's a shotgun shell. I bet it's the base of that I saw. Let's get the machine. I kicked it way over there. You see it? Ah, there it is. Oh, what is it? That could be a button or the base of a shotgun shell. I think it's gonna be the base of the shotgun shell. Darn it! Yeah, that's what it is. That's the primer right there. And of course the sides are gone, but it's just a shotgun shell. All right, I've got a nice little brass signal, and I think this is going to be a rifle cartridge. Probably. Man, I tell you, it's the brass out here is in really rough shape. Look at that, just really crumbly. That's probably a 30-06 if I had to guess. Yeah, geez, nothing but shotgun shell so far. Well, since I last talked to you. Oh, there's a rifle casing. I haven't been digging a hole lot except fire bullets, but oh, well, I thought it was gnarly brass, but I think it's actually a rock, and this is the gnarly brass, which I suspect is, I don't know, I thought it might be another fired bullet. Kind of, it's like coppery, really light. I suspect it's a fired modern bullet, probably the outside. Not 100%, but I'm pretty close to it. Yeah, that's what it is, 100%. Well, machine's acting up just a little bit. I wonder why. Yeah, that might explain it. I haven't found anything in a long time, and I've been hiking the fields. Dustin's way down. Dutch is way down in the field there looking. It's an old barn right here, and the house that goes to it, it's like it's about was built in 1910 or so, so it's not the original house. So I'm over here not too far from it, and all of a sudden I'm seeing some interesting stuff. I haven't found anything yet, but as I was coming up across the field, I'm starting to see bricks. There's a brick there, and I saw some other little pieces of brick here, piece of brick there. Oh, there you go. Some nice old pottery right there. So I suspect this is probably where the original house sat. Hopefully it's on this little knoll right here, and not where the 1900 house is now. Yeah, see, look, there's some more nice pottery here. So we're going to find some stuff now. Of that I have no doubt. All right, this is the first target here. A piece of brick was like right here I just showed you. Got a little squeaker in here. I'm hoping it's going to be something good. All right. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Looky. That is going to be a piece of a spoon, I do believe. That's pewter. Well, maybe not actually. I thought it was a part of a pewter spoon handle, and kind of still could be, except got those two little square things in the back. So it's not going to be a spoon handle, I don't believe. Looks like two eyes, actually, doesn't it? Like letter I's or ones. But that's definitely, yeah, getting back to the colonial era, if not colonial era. That's a good piece right there. This little site is loaded with iron, and there's quite a bit of pottery and bricks, but there's very few squeakers. So I'm pretty sure this has been dug before, because there should be a lot more than what I'm finding or hearing, just with the kind of pottery and the amount of iron that I'm hearing. I do have a little squeaker right in here. It's pretty small though. Oh no, it looks like aluminum. Yeah, it's just really strange because there's a lot of good pottery in here, tons of iron and bricks, and just not much in the way of good signals. But we'll keep looking. Once I find 3 things, I'll call Dutch up here. You know, I've only found one so far that's old, but you know, we should be on it here soon though. It's just weird, man, because I've like hunted this for like 20 minutes now. I only found that one little tiny piece of brass. Just to give you a quick idea of how much iron I'm hearing in here. I'm not going to keep the headphones off all day, but it might be something. We'll come back to that. Whole lot easier for me to hear. My headphones are all cattywampus. It's a lot easier for me to hear and figure out the different sounds with the headphones on. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop them back on, but you can hear there's a lot of iron in here. Now this little spot is quite disappointing. I mean, there's so much iron and pottery. There should be a lot of stuff here, but I really do believe this has been detected pretty hard over the years. Some of these chunks of iron, I'm digging some of that, and a lot of just pieces of can, but really small pieces. You can see there's some nice old glass in here and plenty of pottery. Just not any good sounds except for very, very small piece. I mean, the biggest thing I found so far that is a good sounding piece was that little tiny piece of brass. Oh, that's it. There should be spoons in here. There should be buttons, you know, bigger buttons and stuff like that, and they're just gone. So I suspect this has been detected. So I haven't left the site just yet, but I came over just to look at this little depression. A lot of bricks. That's an old dig hole right there, I believe. A lot of bricks and pottery, but that's about it. I think this is actually the old foundation of the house. This place, this little spot here where I said looked like somebody had been digging, I went ahead and dug it out because I actually have a squeaker in here. But you notice there's all kinds of bricks down in here and plaster. That's from the house walls. And I got a squeaker, and I think it's in this side wall. Let me set you up real quick and we'll dig it together. Yeah, something big there. That could actually be a big piece of iron. Let me go ahead and dig it out, whatever it is, and I'll show you what it is. There's lots of little nails over here in this dirt that I dug out already too. So I went ahead and dug the hole out a little bit. I think the squeaker thingy I was hearing is that giant piece of iron right there. I can't even budge it. Huge piece of flat iron. But yeah, I'm not going to dig anymore because I don't know the owners, and I don't know how much they want us to dig the hole. So I'll have to get with Dutch first. But lots of iron in here, but there's nothing good yet. So that's the area I was digging down there a minute ago with the bricks and stuff, and the big piece of iron. And I saw all these bricks here. You can see there's an old groundhog has dug into the ground, and he's pulling up a bunch of bricks and stuff. So the artifact layer must go pretty deep right here, and it's definitely these are nice old bricks. This is the old house for sure. So here's a little piece of looks like partially melted brass with a countersunk hole in it, and that was in the groundhog dirt. So whole groundhog gave us something. Well, I guess that's it for the day. I have hiked all around this farm, and well, you saw what I found, which was not a lot. The spot down there where the original house was, I could actually look down across the valley and see Dutch down there now. But that was the high hope of the day, and it was well, a bummer because someone beat us to it by a lot. I think someone has dug in there over the years many times. Dutch is down in the valley. You see the white house there. He's in the yard digging around. The original house for that white house, which was probably built in the 1900 maybe, late 1800s, was just across the driveway in that cornfield by, you can see the telephone pole. That's where I was finding all the bricks and stuff. But yeah, someone beat us to that many times, unfortunately. This is kind of an interesting feature you don't see every day, this trench. And what it actually is, this is for erosion control. You see how steep the hill is? They dig these trenches so the rainwater comes down off the field, goes into here, fills up, goes out the side, and just keeps stepping down like that. They're quite often. A lot of people think they're like Civil War trenches, but they're just erosion control. So hook back up with Dutch, and we're going to hunt this little home site down here again. Just give it one last shot. Look in this grassy area, because I was thinking maybe that the other guy that was out here might, this could have been tall before when he was digging it, but just dug this. I believe that's going to be like a little pistol ball. A little musket ball, a little pistol ball. That's definitely dropped. So, well, at least we got something, huh? If that's a crop field, the guy concentrated out here, and this area over here toward the yard might have been tall grass. You can see there's some, rocks in here. Those are probably foundation stones. So if this was tall grass when he was digging, there might be a hope that there's still a few signals for us. A little bit of a hope anyway. So just dug a little piece of melted lead, which is a good, at least that's a good signal. And I dug a couple little pieces of can in here too, so I think the tall grass idea was a pretty good idea because there's still targets over here. Hopefully the next one will be a big old silver coin. Still in the grass, and I got an interesting little target here. I haven't actually looked at it yet. Hoping it's a button, like a military button. Oh yeah, I bet it is. Or a big flower button. But yeah, you can see the shank on the back. That's where the loop is to sew it onto some clothes. I suspect it's going to be like a flower design on there. Give it just a little wipe there. That's what we'd call a flower button. I don't think it's anything other than that. Well, let me clean it off for a second. I'll give you another shot of it. If you look at it, it's got a nice design on it. Not exactly sure. It's got. That's going to be interesting. It's got some nice, it's nice. Got a lot of nice gilt on it. Nice back. Sorry about the spit, but that's what it is. In the grass. Yeah, so I got another piece of brassy thing. Nice solid signal down here. Don't know how old that one is though. But at least we're finding things, right? A nice deep hole going right up off the road. And this popped out. Which looks old. It could be part of a lock, I'm thinking. I had to guess. Like a padlock? I don't know how old it is, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Probably a little padlock. The thing would have come up here. Maybe not terribly old, 100 years, 150 years. But yeah, nice little signal anyway. In the grass. Dug half of a giant horseshoe. Whoo-wee. Alright, we got about another 15 minutes and it's going to be dark, man. Gotta get back at it. Well, won't be long now, will it? Up close to the road, lots of signals here, mostly cans and stuff, but I think I just dug a button. When I first saw something, I saw that, which is the impression of something, which I think is that, which is a button. 99% sure. Oh yeah, looky there. It's gold. It's not actually gold, it's just gold wash. Yeah, that's a pretty little button right there. That's where the shank was attached, but it's broken off. Man, that's a pretty one right there, man. That's awesome. Okay, I might have time for one more target. Looks like a little doodad right there. What do you think? I think it's a doorknob. That's a rock. Oh no. There is a target in here. Pinpointer. I thought it was a little doorknob. Hope it's not a can. Right there, but down good ways more. Gotta put you away. I have to ask you, did you see the little white button when I was like messing around with the pinpointer? I was looking right here and there was actually a button there. I didn't even see it until I put the camera away, but set it up here now. So a little white porcelain button. That's not the signal we had, but that is a button. The signal was in the hole is over here now. It's out of the hole. I haven't looked at it yet. It sounds pretty good. All right, it's right in here. Nope. Nope. I bet it's in this thing right here. Seems to be moving a lot. All right, I hope it's not a can. Been digging a lot of pieces of can. Yeah, it's not a good sign when you see that right there, is it? Oh, whoops. I dropped it. Yeah, it was a pull tab. That was the signal. Really light one. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to gather up the old Dutch boy there. I'm gonna hit the road. Jack. Yeah, right, yeah, Jack. Time to go. The vehicle's up there on the hill. Want to get there before it gets dark. We'll see you on the next one.
She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere in between. Mother Earth.